Uh, in this section, we're going to cover something called linear search. What we'll do is I'll visit my Python terminal and I'm going to create a quick list. In this list, I'll have an arbitrary number of items. They don't have to be in a specific order. In fact, we could mumble them up a little, jumble them up into something like that. Let's see. Okay. So the premise is find an item in this list, and linear search is one which allows you to like iterate through each element in this list until you find that something. Now we are more interested in the position, so what we shall do now is we shall count. So we shall keep track of something, a count of some kind. We'll set it up at -1. Okay, I know this is counterintuitive, but in a way, every time we find something, we will, add it up. Alternatively, let's just think through this thing. What could we do? Perhaps what we could do is, I think better call it a position. -1 means can't find it, right? And every time we find something, we will set it to the count. We'll use something called a while loop, and we'll use constructs, the len function or the length function. And every time we loop for something, we can, test to see if it's that particular thing. So for example, let me show you what it looks like. And then plus. This is shorthand for the following. Ideally, you're doing this. You're incrementing the size. So this count kind of works through the process. We're going to reset it. We're going to also provide a position of, say, -1. And let's assume the target value we are searching for is something like 5. We'll put a 5 there. And our goal now is we are looking for 5. So we are going to loop. So we shall loop using while count less than the length of x if that item at the count, the position we're looping, is the same as the target, then we change the value of our position to something like that. After that, we use a special keyword called break. This leaves the loop when found. Okay, and just to make sure we're incrementing, we put count plus or minus. Okay, we are not printing anything yet, but if I print out the value for position, you'll see that 3 has been given to us. And this is rightly justified. When we start counting 0, 1, 2, 3, 5 is at position 3. This isn't a classy solution, but you may as well as refactor it into a function. So for example, we can call it linear search, provide a list and a target thing we'll be searching for, put in the count in there, and position as well, which will be -1, and finally we'll loop. So I'll count less than x if it's the same value as target. We just give it the value. We give the position the value of the target, and then we don't want to waste so much computing power. We just break out of that, and finally we increment the count value by 1. Then just to tidy things up, we will do something like this. If position is less than 0, or if it's still equal to -1, we can print something like, target, maybe we'll use string formats, hasn't been found, and pass in the value for target, then else can write something like target found at position. Then we proceed the value for the target and the position. Voila! Now when you try our linear search on a list of numbers, say 5 and maybe 10, say we try to find the value of 1, we can set it up as a target, and the target 1 was found at position 0. And when you want to know where 3 is found at position 2. So this, friends, is the way we use linear search. Thank you.